Okay then. Alright people, we're in Amsterdam and today we're gonna visit one of the companies that we've invested in. We're gonna take you through what they do, and most importantly, I'm gonna break down exactly what investments in companies and people mean to me and how important it is to me. So we're about to arrive at their office. We'll meet with the founders and again, take you guys through the whole spiel. And let's get going because we're a bit late. Alright boys, we're in Amsterdam and I'm together here with Koen and Sam, founders of Instant, and today is Sunday, so usually, and I went here last time and you can tell by that I was here because
you went writing some Chinese.
They left my Chinese writing on the whiteboard.
What does it say? What does it say?
Well, I need the Wenhua, which is, I don't know why I wrote that, but it means I love your culture. But yeah, I mean, I do love their culture. They had an incredible work culture. Everyone was super dialed in. I actually got to see the team do some reviewing session and all of that. But I mean, let's jump into it. Let's give the boys a quick introduction, talk about the product.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so I think with Instant, and like Daniel said, the team is 100% dialed in, that's for sure. Just to explain a bit about the product, so Instant is a design tool for e-commerce. That's like the easiest way to describe it. And in practical terms, it means you can design and build your e-com store. And the reason why we really believe in Instant is because it gives the merchant the ability to build a really custom site without touching code. And we launched the product February of this year, and 5 months in, we have around 6K merchants on the platform. And yeah, all due to the hard work of the incredible team.
One of the things, and for those that don't know, I haven't actually spoken much about this on my channel, but I've been building a lot of software myself in the past, and I have a lot of passion and love for software in general. Just systematic thinking is everything in my way. Just like the very, very systematic approach to everything. But one thing that I've seen and noticed a lot is that no code is such a big thing, and that's also, you know, like one of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video. But before we do that, the reason why also we made this investment happen is obviously with our fulfillment business, we're exposed to a lot of e-commerce companies, which obviously could really use tools like these. And then that aside of that actual interest in terms of our business and their business, is that when investing comes down to the people, and you invest in companies, but ultimately companies are built by people, and customers of those companies are people as well. And after having, you know, a lot of back and forth with both Koen and Sam about what they're doing and obviously the overlap within our business, we shook the hand on an angel ticket in their business, and yeah.
The rest is history.
Exactly. Yeah. Honestly guys, if I would work at your office, it would go so wrong. Like last time when I was here as well, I just kept like grabbing a few, but yeah.
Building a good product, like, it's obviously super difficult to do, and I think we were really fortunate to have previous businesses already. One of them was the agency, which we did together with Sam, myself, and Duke, who's sitting over there. We were actually a Shopify agency, so we employed 50 people, and we did major projects for 5 years, and we learned so much. But within the agency, which was cool, is that we were able to generate a lot of cash flow, and with this cash flow we started building products. After 5-6 years, we thought, let's do something big, let's build like a generational company. So we did a bold move. We skipped a really well working agency and started from scratch with a software business.
Like an agency can only get so big, like it's a nice cash flow play, as Daniel and Koen said, but if you really want to just like create proper value, not just for yourself, like just cash, but for investors, shareholders, whatever, software is sort of like one of the only places that you can do, because it can grow so large. Like with an agency, you can serve 5, 10, depending on your size, 28 people. But with a software company, as of right now, we already have 6,000 merchants on the platform. That's impossible with an agency. If you have 6,000 clients, you would need like 60,000 people to just serve them. So that's why like software is just super powerful.
No, good stuff. It makes sense. It's like a cycle that I've been seeing a lot with entrepreneurs, where they started with cash flow businesses, cash flow is generated, cash flow is reinvested into actual equity plays, and equity plays is where the real money is made. It's how it works.
It's I think the best learning school there is. Like doing an agency, doing client work, like you learn so much, and with doing client work you also come to learn the challenges and where opportunities are in terms of SaaS.
Let's go get some food.
Everybody's sending me DMs now how my date went.
Really?
Yes, I got like 10 of them.
At the office, our biggest clients. Biggest clients. The office is our biggest client.
Biggest clients.
We're going to take a walk around Amsterdam, find some Chinese people, and show Bob how Daniel speaks Chinese.
It's funny when a lot of people experience me speaking Chinese for the first time, and you actually see me speak in person, because on YouTube I only share like these small snippets. You can actually tell that I'm good, that I can actually speak and have a full-on conversation, and you know, have like a minute-long sentence and then receive a 5-minute-long sentence and then respond again. It's let's do that.
I need to see that.
Yeah. All right, guys. So Bob, founder of Here's Door and Rose, one of my favorite clients, is we're just visiting the office here in Amsterdam, and he was telling me just now, he was like, dude, you take care of all the China stuff, and I always see you speak Chinese, but I really want to experience it real time. So we're just gonna grab a quick bite in Chinatown here in Amsterdam, because we gotta show him. Yeah. Really excited to see this. 你们喜不喜欢阿姆斯特丹？喜不喜欢？
喜欢喜欢，
是不是很好玩？
你们会说中国话？
我们会说中国话。
好厉害啊，好厉害！
今天的天气真的很好。
今天天气好。
你们真的很好运啊！
我昨天来的。
哦，昨天来的，
昨天天气。
每天换一个酒店。
真的吗？
我们明天就要回中国了。
哪个城市啊？
杭州。
杭州啊，阿里巴巴的。
哎，对，马云那里。
对呀，马云。对。你们在欧洲多长时间啊？
有10几天了。我们先去柏林的。
啊。
去柏林一路过来，然后什么法兰克福啊，一路过来。
很好。
你们中国去过吗？
我在中国。
Good luck on those subtitles.
对呀。
哪个城市啊？
我在中国深圳、广州、厦门、上海、北京哪里都去过。
哇，好厉害！
对。
那你是荷兰人吗？
我父母是荷兰的，对。我本来是荷兰人，但是我一般在欧洲，一般在中国长大的。对。好的，那希望你喜欢阿姆斯特丹啊！拜拜。
So vreemd. Hey Bob.
Yeah, bizar. Guy in the back was also like.
Yeah. I'm telling you, in China, you can have a different dish 365 days a year for 10 years straight. Really? Their cuisine is so diverse. Yeah.
Okay, I'm completely unfamiliar with.
Yeah. No, I'll give you some. Bro, I remember having this one for the first time as a kid in China. These ones.
Take one, bro. Take
It's gonna be my first time. Oh, good shit.
Right? So guys, you know, when in China, there's actually something, if you ever like eat with the Chinese, you can never poke your food with your chopsticks because it brings bad luck. You always have to just like grab it like this Because if you were to like poke it in, it brings
I'm
bad
also
luck.
not as experienced as you are.
So I was just saying to Bob that Cantonese and Mandarin, which I both speak, I mean my Mandarin's fluent, my Cantonese is pretty good, but when you're saying, for example, in Cantonese, I'm currently eating dim sum, in Mandarin you would say, 我现在在吃 dim sum, and in Cantonese you would say, 我依家係食 dim sum.
Exact same thing.
Same language, yeah, but it's just a different dialect. No, it's yeah. I mean, for you,
Just proved your own point.
yeah. For example, you want to say, where are you going? Like, 你去邊度啊? Or when you want to say, in Mandarin, you would say, 你去哪裡? So 你去哪裡 or 你去邊度啊?
Bob, how was the Chinese food, man?
I loved it. Back in the office.
Yo.
Alright guys, so jokes aside, we really do work together. As I mentioned, Bob is founder of two really high quality brands, and when I say high quality, as someone who's been in design for a while, this really is the man when it comes to branding and design. But why don't you just like
I appreciate that.
yeah, no, really, man. Like, we was just having dinner just now, and the things he just like sparkles left and right. It's
I appreciate
it's
that.
impressive.
I appreciate
yeah.
that.
Yeah, but yeah, you run two brands. Why don't
Correct.
you just tell a little bit about also our partnership, as in like working with us, and obviously the brands
Yeah,
itself.
sure. So the brand you got right here is called Doran Rose, and Doran Rose is a sleep wellness brand, in where we sell like silk bedding, silk essentials, and with our bestseller, this is actually our bestseller, and it's called the Deep Sleep Mask, which is like full face covering sleep mask made out of 100% mulberry silk.
My mom loves it.
Everyone loves it. It's so good for traveling, and it's so good to sleep in the dark, especially. So yeah, that's Doran Rose, and the second brand we're talking about is called Hears, and Hears is earplugs, high fidelity earplugs. Let me show you one of them. So this is high fidelity earplugs with a patented filter technology that we made. This took like 2 years of development, in where we created a filter that makes you able to still hear music very clear, hear voices really clear even in loud music, while still protecting your ears for 20 decibels reduction. And as Daniel mentioned, we do have a partnership for both Doran Rose and Hears. Even though Hears is produced in Europe, we still cover part of the world with our fulfillment through Econflow. And the same goes for Doran Rose, obviously, where a big part of the world is fulfilled by Econflow. Doran Rose was our first brand, and we used to only ship to the western part of Europe mostly. And the moment we started shipping international and running ads international, as soon as Shopify made it possible, we started to see true growth. We started to see real growth, and you can only manage this obviously with a reliable fulfillment partner to make this happen, to not have weeks of shipping times and shipping delays, fault deliveries, and we really found our partner with Econflow for that. So,
And to anyone watching who's in the entertainment industry, in the music industry, artists, festivals, anything else? Am I missing anything?
no, I think you're good.
Yeah.
You're giving a big shout out here.
Seriously, these guys are gonna be 9-figure brand. I'm calling it right here, right now. And if you guys want to work with them, drop Bob a DM. Like seriously, the design has been thought through very well, and they're very collaboration friendly. So even like on the actual earplugs itself, right here, it's perfect for brand collaborations. It's various, it's just like an aesthetic product, and as Bob mentioned, it's a patented product, and it actually prevents a real problem, which is hearing damage. So yeah.
Thank you, man.
Of course, bro. Of course. So guys, one thing also, other than like the fulfillment, we've also facilitated the actual packaging. And again, especially as you, as someone who's really good when it comes to putting together brands, like packaging can make such a big difference. And when you talk about brand experience, the first thing that comes to mind when talking packaging, it's Apple. like, if you've ever bought an Apple product, you know that when you purchase it, opening it and unboxing it is like one of the best feelings.
You keep that, right? You keep the
Yeah,
boxes.
you keep the boxes,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, so funny enough, in my bookcase at home in Hong Kong, I've put like Here's packaging in those stands, like on the bookshelf itself, and I had people reach out to me and they were like, yo, that's Here's.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.
We had to do it, people. We had to do right by our roots. We had to do right by our roots. We're currently on our way to the boys of the Lotgenoten podcast, which is a pretty big Dutch podcast, and I haven't really been, just feeling the need to speak more than I already do on my channel. But this time, we was in the Netherlands. I had to get my passport fixed. Biggest side quest that I had to do in years. But yeah, so I thought, why not combine it with actually, shooting a podcast here in the Netherlands. So we're currently on our way. After that, we have another change of plans, because both Wojtek and I were getting a little fed up with Amsterdam, and we decided to visit another friend as well as client of ours in Berlin. Wojtek and I both have never been to Berlin. And then, guys, the most special thing is we're gonna visit Wojtek's babciu, which means grandma in Polish. So it's like a 1.5 hour drive from Berlin, which to like the city that Wojtek's from. So we're gonna try and see if we can squeeze that in. Gonna have Wojtek tours around in Poland.
That will be so fun.
I know, man, it's gonna be fun. And then after that, we'll be flying back to Barcelona, but that's gonna be another week.
Poland will be the first place where I've been and you have never been before. Like, usually all of the places you have been and I've never been before.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Now I will show you around in those cities.
Yeah, so I'm excited to go to Poland, but also excited for today's talk. I haven't really done the full story once ever, and it sounds like that's gonna be it's gonna be today. I'll do it in Dutch, so I'll make sure the boys put some translation below with captions, and yeah.
Shove it in the 1-6. Shove it in the 1-6-9.
So we're 1 hour away from reaching Berlin. Wojtek behind the wheel, absolutely flooring the car because we're in Germany, and for most of the time there's no speed limits. But in this video I've been taking you to a lot of places and showing a lot of different people that are either very close to me, that we work with, and the thing that I want to share with you right now is, again, I think one of the most valuable things that I've shared till date on this channel, and that is, I need you to, and this is something that I do on a daily basis with everyone around me. I so actively invest in people around me, and I've showed in the beginning of this video as well that we've went to one of the companies that we invested in, and the thing is, even investing in companies, it comes down to investing in people, because ultimately companies are built by people that solve problems for other people. Throughout my entire career, there has been so many people that I have invested in where sometimes I made mistakes, investing in the wrong people. But when you do end up investing time, energy, money into the right people, the things that you get in return and the people that you can surround yourself with is something that is really the key to success. If you have the right people in your corner that you can trust, that you can rely on, that will do anything for you and you will do anything for them, and that's like an investment that goes both ways. That's how you build
proper shit. That's what you need in order to really make the pivot out of being a freelancer. Even when I look at the amount of time that I've spent together with Wojtek, it's been, you know, close to 2.5 years just on the road. The amount of places we've been together, the amount of things that went well, the things that went wrong, and the amount of learnings that came out of all of that, and how much support I have had, you know, with not just only Wojtek, but that's just like one example of the people around me, because of sharing the opportunity, of sharing bits and knowledge, and that goes both ways. And that is something that, again, you know, like finding really good people that align with you, that you can trust, is everything. And one thing that I do want everyone to know that's watching, I appreciate you being here, because you watching, giving me your time, and I know I've said this before on the channel, is I do not take that for granted. And I really at all times keep in mind that the things that I share are out of your interest, because even that is an investment in itself in everyone watching, because I know there's beautiful things coming out of this without asking anything in return for it. You know, the exposure grows, the people that are interested in our business grows, the people that are interested in becoming part of the team or being exposed to all of the companies that we own is I mean, it's just growing day on, and that means a lot to me. So that said, we're about to arrive in Berlin. We've shot a lot of content this week, and yeah, you want to say anything? They love you, man.
I love you too, guys. Every single one of you.
Oh, whoa, I have something so big. We're gonna visit Wojtek's babciu, and his grandma watches my videos.
Yeah, so actually my grandma told me she's watching all of the videos together with my niece, because that's how she can keep up with what I'm doing, because otherwise it's difficult to be updated all the time where I am at and what I'm doing. So
what's that, like the Polish dish you mentioned? Right?
Pierogi.
Pierogi. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and do the whole YouTube thingy. And I'll see you in the next one.